Watching the episode, I was crying. I was actually crying. I didn't even actually cry when Hook died at the end of 5A because I knew that he would be back. And I know he's gonna be back again, but this is the first time I caught myself actually crying. It was very sad, but it just brings me to ask this question. How many fucking times can they make Hook and Emma say goodbye to each other and make them think it's the end? Like it's getting old.
Wait, don't be stupid.
I thought she was gonna push him in and take her clothes off. Like, oh my god, Captain Swan! Ah! This is not what I signed up for.
Bam! Henry's author.
A sex chamber, like who knows what it is?
Crossbow.
Don't touch me. Welcome to Storybook, bitch. I'm gonna leave Captain Swan till the end because that's just a whole thing. I'm talking about all Captain Swan at the very end. Emma with glasses. A little shout out to how cute Emma with glasses look.
So does she wear contacts now?
Probably. Oh yeah. Zelena and Hades have confirmed their true love.
I do enjoy this Hades better because I noticed as soon as like they kissed and he started being a good guy, kind of, his like voice went back to normal and he started like talking like a normal human being. He wasn't pausing after every third word and he wasn't like constantly inhaling everything that he says. Yet she sounded like a cool guy. Like I wish she was like that the whole time, to be honest, like less exaggerated.
Outlaw Queen. Love how they just threw Robin in there, not having any idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, man, poor guy. Like he's been away for the past like, you know, few episodes. Comes in, hey Robin, can you give the baby to Zelena? I was like, what? What the fuck?
What?
What have we been doing? We've been trying to like get the baby away from those two. Give it to Zelena and Hades? Like just do it, Robin. Of course he's gonna be like mental about it. Like what the heck? Like
well, yeah, because he's been hiding out in the forest for 7 episodes.
Or yeah, for some reason. But
to take the baby away from Zelena.
For Regina, like you can't blame Robin for reacting the way he does.
Yeah, like
poor guy.
Can we remind everyone that although Zelena has changed and her and Regina have this relationship and whatever, and you know, I made a tweet about this and a lot of people agree or disagree or whatever, but like she still like pretended to be Marion and she like raped Robin. She did. Aside from that,
they still have gone further than Captain Swan.
I know, which is disgusting. Of course Robin doesn't want to give her the baby.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I felt bad for the dude. Like,
well, and people will argue that, oh, well, Zelena's the mother. I get that. Zelena
but she's also like, in Robin's mind, she's like the villain, right?
Yeah. I feel so bad for Robin just having to go in there and like be like, okay, here's the baby. But it's like it like the fact that he trusts Regina and he'll take Regina's word for it against like his gut feeling to give the baby to Zelena. I think that's a huge Outlaw Queen fan moment.
I think Regina's got power over Robin because, I mean...
Well, it's his baby. Well, she's not going to do that to him.
What's he going to do?
She's not going to do that to him.
Why did Rumple taking Robin's heart have to be like a trick to Pan? When Pan wasn't even there watching to begin with, was he there watching Rumple take the heart out of Robin?
I think he was saying that like he has a shadow and his shadow always watches whatever he does and stuff like that. So where the fuck was his and then he's like, when you and your shadow weren't looking, I like...
It almost seems like they didn't have that in mind and then like last minute like, shit, plot hole.
Like, Rumple, you're a savage. Like, you just... killed him and did not care.
You thought those two were going to be like a power team for a while there and then just like, nope.
Jake was saying that he thought that Robbie K should have been the new Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I don't know, I just thought that when I was like looking at him, like, you know, he's kind of got like that look that Peter Parker look to him. He'd make it totally like a good Peter Parker Spider-Man. Let me try to think if I have anything else to say, because I need to squeeze it out now before we talk about Captain Swan, because I may as well leave at that point.
Emma's jacket, that was cool.
Oh yeah, why did Emma's jacket need a whole origin story? What the heck? What's the point of that?
It's like, it's its own character.
It's not though, jacket doesn't do anything, it just keeps her warm. It's such a dramatic origin story, so...
Well, it's her armor.
She couldn't just go into like a store and buy a jacket. It had to be like, oh, I met some woman who had a daughter who then I watched die from a piece of glass when she was trying to help me. Then I went out and found her daughter. The store that her daughter was working in, I bought a jacket. And that's where I got this jacket from. Do you want to know where I got my pants from? And all of a sudden, whoosh,
Does this mean she's not gonna wear the jacket anymore, or?
I thought she was gonna take it off and leave it there.
That's what I thought.
And then Hook would
find
it's a little tight, but you know. It's like
sleep with it every night.
The sleeves like go to here.
Let's talk about Captain Swan. This is the point in the video where you're like, okay, if you're at school, this is where you pause and you wait till you get home and you like get comfy in your beds and you like grab a cup of tea and you're like, okay, like take off the makeup so we can cry together. Or this is the part where like, you know, you see it, like you're watching it like with your parents. You might want to be alone so your parents don't judge you for watching our videos. I don't know, do whatever you gotta do, but this is the part where we talk about Captain Swan. Them going down to the hell area. Emma being turned on by Hook knowing how to read a different language. That was totally like, that's like if you just like started speaking like French and I was like, oh my god, what?
Just like keeping that from you the whole time?
Yeah, and he's like, you'd be surprised what I learned in the Navy.
I don't think he was shaking his shoulders when he said that, but yeah.
Okay, he kind of was, and she was totally turned on. So I appreciated that moment. Hook asking why Emma never says I love you, which we talked about. I thought that was so funny because he was so vulnerable, and she was like, because you know he's like, how come you like never just like tell me on a regular basis?
He's pretty much asking a question that everyone in the fan base was asking.
When he said that, I was like, thank you, thank you, Hook. The whole like fire and like her heart, and it was a test for true love, which by the way is confirmed. Yes, they are true love. Was there ever a doubt? There was never a doubt. But when they were lying on top of each other, like serious question, like why didn't they just have sex? I get it, you were on a timeline.
I think there was priorities since that portal was only open for 15 minutes.
But she was like on him, like she was like
what? It still takes
on
time.
him, like they could have just like done it real quick.
I don't think so.
They could have done it in the elevator. That was like a pretty long elevator ride.
I think that everything's on their mind at the time, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, they've been in the underworld for a while and they've had plenty of opportunities, which they didn't take advantage of, but right then and there was not a good time. Especially when they're under a time limit of 15 minutes and it's way the fuck over in the graveyard.
They probably, both of them haven't had sex in a real long time. I'm sure 15 minutes would not be an issue for both of them. They'd have just like bust one real quick.
Yeah, if they want it to be magical and important, it's their first time. They're not like a couple that's been together forever. Now
let's get to the part where we all died a little. Okay, I'm just gonna talk seriously about this. So, I knew going into it that Hook, we also saw the promo where Hook was like, you should have let me go or something, which I don't even think he even said in the episode, did he? I don't know, I don't remember. But, when he was like saying like, no, like I can't, like you need to let me go, and she's like, I don't want to say goodbye, I wasn't surprised it was happening, and like at the same time I wasn't actually believing it. Like not a part of me actually thought that we're actually going to say goodbye to the character Hook and that he's going to be in the underworld, because I think we all know he's going to come back for season 6, he's going to come back for the finale, whatever. If you guys didn't know that, like spoiler, he does.
Whoa, what if people don't look at like set photos and shit and actually genuinely think he's gone?
Okay, fine.
You just ruined the show for them.
Okay, fine.
Who cares? People that watch the show don't care about it that deeply.
Okay.
They just want to see their favorite characters kiss.
There was something about that goodbye that was actually really sad, and it was really upsetting, and it was
the lingering hand, and how Hook looked so desperate. Like, please don't go.
He was like kissing her hand. The exchange of the goodbye, and it was Emma like finally accepting it and finally being like, okay, yeah, you're right. And him saying that I think we've had more than enough time together than we were supposed to have, because in reality, like one of them should have died back in season 2. What got me was like the whole like, I don't know what he said, something about how he's like, if I'm the one that took down that armor, don't put it back up again, or something like that. And her saying, don't let me be your unfinished business. Like I don't want you to wait for me. I'm actually crying. I'm crying. I don't know what to do. Can you say something?
I'm crying too. I'm so tired.
No, seriously. Exactly.
Okay, I didn't talk, but I can't talk about Captain Swan.
No, okay. But him saying like, but her saying like, I don't want me to be your unfinished business. Oh my god, people think I'm probably crazy. And he was like, don't worry, I'm not, you won't be? Is that what he said? I need to rewatch that scene.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
I honestly, I heard just as much as you.
It was all going by so fast and I had no idea what they were saying.
Maybe she even misheard him. What if like in that moment she was like, what? And then she's already pointing at
What? Regardless of like what he said, it was them saying like their goodbyes and like them saying like, you know, stay strong, like have a good life, whatever, like find your own way to pass on. Like that's so fucking sad, and it's like I feel so bad for Hook and like him having to say goodbye to her and just like the holding of the hand and the kissing of the hand and like son of a fucking bitch. Son of a bitch. I hate you writers of Once Upon a Time. I hate being invested in these fucking characters and this stupid show that has like horrible plot lines and like this show sucks. This show actually sucks and it's written so poorly by fucking Captain Swan.
You're more of a savage than Rumple, I think. Rip those writers apart. Threw them in the like river of lost souls.
I don't know. I just like I'm over it. I'm over Hook and Emma saying goodbye to each other and having like this whole thing. I'm fucking over it. Why? Why does there always have to be something with them saying bye every 5 episodes? It's just really annoying, but it's very sad.
It's annoying that you have to cry about it all the time.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean like, Nick, annoying for you, right? You don't want to cry all the time, but the writers are making you.
It's like a fucking soap opera.
Basically. It is, honestly. It's like a soap opera with magic powers. When I'm watching this show, the main thing I look forward to most, and it's just for me, it's like, every time I'm watching a season of Once Upon a Time, I was going to say episode of time, Once Upon a Time, I'm always looking forward to what the next season's going to be about, and then I'm usually disappointed. But it's like even leading up to the season, I'm like, oh, Underworld, it's so cool, what's it going to be like? And it's just like, it's nothing, everything's red. But like with next season, like what's the villain going to be there? Like what's going to be like the main sort of story arc, you know what I mean? Do you know? From like
I don't know. I have no thoughts anymore. I'm drained out.
Well, anyways, that's what I'm looking forward to. Exciting stuff.
Alright, bye guys. Have a good week.